Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome back to Let's Play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. So, last time we played, I died again. After having an extremely long run, I got to what was it, like 26 episodes, something like that. And we were really far in, we had some great stuff, and I decided to take a risk, and I decided that I would wear an outfit that would let me carry more, instead of having my armor on, and I would try to get my cutting weapon skill up higher. But we left that stuff behind, the stuff we had before, which was a bashing weapon and really good armor. And we left and we found a zombie bear. Tried to fight it and we took some serious damage. Almost died from that zombie bear. But it looked like we were going to get home, and then another one came, and since we were so injured from the first fight, we were moving really slow, and it killed us. So now we're starting a new season. And there is a new update out, actually, which is pretty interesting. It's version .A. You can see it right there. But it added some interesting features, one of which I was kind of excited for, but then it didn't really work out, is there's a full screen mode now. And that was an option that was never around before. You had to mess around with your dimensions of your screen. It was really difficult. Actually, I can just show you. Oops. Options. All this options, but here's the graphics. And see, there's a full screen option now. But before, you just had this terminal width and terminal height. And this is what you'd have to change to get it right. And it used to not tell you that this window would be 920 pixels wide, or 1080 tall, or 1008 tall. It wouldn't tell you that, and you just have to guess around until you got it how you wanted it. But I tried to turn on full screen because that would have been great, but it doesn't scale your resolution. So I don't know what is the default resolution of full screen, but it's probably like 800 by 600. And I'd rather record in close to 1080p. Of course, I couldn't quite do it because you guys can't see it, but there's the top title of the window, and then there's my taskbar below it, and there's no real way to get rid of those except running in full screen. But I tried to maybe set this to terminal height and width the pixels I want, but then when I press full screen it didn't do anything. Maybe if I'll try it for the next episode. Maybe if I set these just a little bit short of 1920 by 1080, if I set it a little bit short, maybe it'll work. I had it a little bit over. I don't know. We'll try that later. Oh, another new option. I think it was the debug menu. Distance initial visibility. This is just like how much of the map you can see at the start. And default is 15. I went ahead and made that up to 20. It's not super important. I just like to know if my starting position is good or not. And they changed this initial and maximum points thing so that you can go all the way up to 1,000 points. But it used to be 24 was the max you could set here, and the default is 6, obviously. But so obviously this is a really hard game. I've demonstrated that multiple times now. So I set them to 50. Of course I could go all the way up to 1,000, but that's not necessary. But I think with 50, that'll make it easy enough for me to play, even if it's probably too easy, really. I don't like a game to be too brutal, though I do like them difficult. But this should sort of like let us make up for that death last episode, because kinda claim bullshit on that. I think those zombie bears are spawning a little bit too often. What else do we got over here? Oh, there's a surrounded start now, which that'd be really messed up. Makes it so zombies spawn at the shelter where you start the game at. I don't know how you get through that. I guess you'd have to pick a class so that you start with a weapon. Size of cities doesn't matter too much. Classic zombies, I have that set to true. It makes it a little bit easier. It means there's no electrical zombies and crazy things like that. This default region feature doesn't do anything yet, but it's there, so that's interesting. Looks like you're going to be able to determine terrain, shops, plants, and more. Initial season and time, we've been over those before. Item spawn scaling factor is new. It was set to 1, I increased it to 1.5, just to kind of see what it does. Mutations by radiations. I turned the scaling factor of how often things spawn down to half. And we're on a static spawn. So, that's the changes to this version. So let's make our character. Oh yeah, there's mods now too. Well, I think there was mods before, but now it's easy to install them. So let's just read what these are. Dino, it doesn't really tell you. And its descriptions, adds dinosaurs. No thank you. Ice Goons weapons pack for those gun nuts. I don't really use the guns very much, so. Medieval content pack. Compilation of medieval gear by several different authors. I could be down for that. Weapons that are old are no longer in production. Oh, old guns. So I guess over here is the mods that are active. Yeah. I don't really need the old guns mod, but maybe you can craft the old guns? I don't know. But yeah, that's fine. World gen options, rounded start, that's already set to false, size of cities. Oh, so now you can just change these options as you enter the game. I think that was happened last time, actually. But it was new on the last version. Confirmation, world name, Alnwick. Let's see if it makes something funny. Glen Ridge, German? That'll work. Sometimes the names they come up with are a little bit funny. Like, obviously, we had Jaden Smith that one time. Although I had to reset that because it didn't happen on camera, but it did happen. So now we have quite a few points. Okay. Perception. Fix that right off the bat. Set everything to 12. Maybe we'll just leave everything at 12. That seem fair? That seems pretty fair to me. Oh, accomplished sleeper, what is that? I've always been able to fall asleep easily, even when sleeping in less than ideal circumstances. Okay, so we got some new traits here. Addiction resistance. Okay, animal empathy, cannibal dash. Eagle-eye's new. You have an exceptional long-distance eyesight, and your ability to spot further away landmarks is unmatched. Sight radius on the overmap extends past normal range. That's not too bad, and it's pretty cheap too, so that's pretty cool. Fascinating nerve. Good hearing. Good memory. These are new. They're not too important though. Conspicuous. Wonder if they've fixed these. Since these points are up really high now, I might mess around with doing those other things again. Infection resistant. Sleep less than the average person. Less sleep. That's kind of an odd name for the traits. Usually the traits are based on like actual things. Psychopath, I think, is new. You just don't experience like others, even when you know your actions are wrong. You just don't care. So that would protect you when you have to kill the zombie kids. Shaolin Adept, I think, might be new. It's just more martial arts stuff. Skilled liar, that's not important. That's kind of a weird trait. Makes it so when you wear pretty clothes, you feel better. You can handle intoxicants well. Venom, no, that's been there before too. It's just more combat styles. Your scent is quite weak. Ooh, we need that. That'll be important. I don't know how much that will change it because it's only worth 1 point, but hopefully it'll pay off. Albino is new. Your skin lacks pigmentation due to genetic problems. Tongue burn extremely easily. I wonder if you have to have an umbrella or if you just keep your skin covered up if you'll be okay. Because if you could just wear full clothing to protect that, then I wouldn't really mind taking that trait. Animal discord's new. Most animals don't like you. This kind of doesn't matter from what I've seen before, because animals seem to attack you no matter what, even when you had the animal empathy on. So animal discord, I don't think that would change much. Maybe the dogs would start attacking you. Bad knees, I think, is new. Moving over left train will slow you down more than normal. Things just keep getting you down. You tend to be unhappy. It makes... No, that's a really bad one. Make no noise when walking. Yeah, it's pretty crappy too. Wow, 40% less volume. That would suck. That should be worth more than 3 points. That's the opposite of Pack Mule, and Pack Mule is like amazing. Flimsy, 25% less HP. Flimsy, fragile, and frail. Those all seem pretty close in name. 75% lower. Oh, it's worth more. 50% lower. Oh, so it's just different levels of. You despise eating fruits. It's possible you eat them, but you'll suffer morale penalties. Eat vegetables. Eating vegetables might be okay. As weird as that sounds. Might be okay in this, because I don't think we ate many vegetables last time. Fruit's pretty important, because we can make that compote stuff. High thirst wouldn't be too bad. It is minus 3 points. It would be, like, annoying to deal with it, but, remember, when we find a lake, we have an infinite source of water. We just have to go get water more often. It might be a little bit difficult at the start of the game, but later it wouldn't matter. Junk food intolerance. That's not too bad, but it's only worth 1 point anyway, so maybe not. Milk-based products. I wonder how... Milk, obviously, and cheese. Lactose intolerance. That might not be too hard, because I don't remember seeing much milk, and usually when you find milk, it's bad. I don't think you can farm animals yet in the game, so... Mood swings. Pacifist might be new. That really sucks. It makes it so your skills level up faster, your combat skills. Oh, slower, I mean. That one would really suck too. It makes you see things, schizophrenic. Sleepy. You need to sleep more often. Did they replace Heavy Sleeper with that? If they replace Heavy Sleeper with that, it might not be worth it anymore. So Healers to Learners, that seems self-explanatory. Strong Scent, no thank you. This used to be called Smelly. And again, cutting damage is slightly increased. Trigger happy, it's always been there. Wheat allergy. Ooh, that would kind of be bad. Wool allergy. Yep, they got rid of Heavy Sleeper, didn't they? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna pick my stuff I usually pick. Addictive Personality. We don't really have to pick these. Wait, do they have to balance still? They probably still have to balance, even though you can pick more. Albino's kind of tempting. Bad Knees isn't too bad either, because it's not too hard to avoid stuff that slows you down. We'll give it a go. I might not need it, and I'll take it off later. Disorganized. No, thank you. Forgetful's fine, because I have skill erosion turned off to begin with. Or wait. I might be thinking of Dwarf Fortress. So Flimsy was minus 25 HP. It's not too bad. Last Jaw, no. Don't want that, because our head was what got mauled to pieces last time we played. Hates vegetables. That's pretty tempting. What vegetables did we eat last time? I don't really remember eating very many vegetables. There was a lot of fruit. Vegetables, though, wasn't too big of an issue. They might have added more, though. See, I don't know how much they changed stuff in game to like balance issues. I'll take lactose intolerance. That's not too bad, I don't think. Lightweight. Mood swings is only worth 1 point now. That's kind of crappy. It used to be worth more, remember? It does shift up, though, so. Poor hearing. Hearing's not too bad. I don't think. Truth Teller and Ugly are always the ones that you always gotta pick them because they're useless right now. Weak Stomach, I always pick that. That's a nice one to pick. What was I looking at? I was kind of tempted to pick. High Thirst was kind of tempting, wasn't it? 3 points, though. That really... I'll pick it for temporarily. I might turn it back off, though, if Accomplished Sleeper is kind of useless. Cannibal Empathy, Deft. Fleet-footed. Conspicuous. It's gonna be kind of a combination of the two things I've done before, which was one was the ninja, more or less, where you pick all the things that make it so you're don't make as much noise, like Inconspicuous and Light Step. And then the other one is the fast person that has all the bonuses that make you move faster. Pack meal is always great. Quick. Carry weight isn't too important. Terrifying. We need one more point. Pick poor hearing and then drop something that only was worth 1. Slow reader, no thank you. Thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Dino is kind of tempting. I just don't know. I just don't know if you get sunburned from like if you always have to carry an umbrella or if you just keep yourself completely covered if you'd be okay. Pick the hates veggies. So that hates veggies. Is there something that's only worth 1 I can take away? Lactose intolerance, maybe. Kind of like food screens. Ugly and weak. The other thing, it's useless. Oh, get rid of bad knees, because that was something I was kind of not sure about. Okay, that should do. Profession! I usually don't like picking these, but... wow, they added more stuff to the starting class. Jeans, t-shirt, sneakers, pocket knife, clean water. Oh, they just added clean water, really. Tweaker. Failed cyborg. Bodies are wrecked by bionic parts. You still have a large capacity for power, but are filled with broken biotics. At least your ethanol power supply still works. Huh. I wonder what that means. Crackhead. Hitchhiker. Housecoat. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Cataclysm. Clown. God damn. Some of these are really funny. Lost submissive. Bondage suit. Shower victim, you're naked. Ballroom dancer. I like reading these just because they're kind of funny. I don't think I'll pick any though, because I just kind of like to start with nothing. Best food cook, +1 cooking skill. That's actually a pretty good starting build. Oh, you don't have your water and matches. I mean, a free cooking skill is kind of nice, but golfer, backpacker, football player, lumberjack, punk rock dude. Whoa, why is this one so cheap? Trench coat, fingerless gloves, combat boots, cannabis. Are you addicted? No, it doesn't say you're addicted. Wow, that one's actually really, really good. Wonder if they missed that. Used car salesman. Bartering +4. Bartering's kind of useless though. Senior citizen. Rude boy. Sonic monster. Convict. There's so many of these are actually cheap. Cyber Junkie. Huh. Electrician. Biker. These starting things are actually pretty good now. They used to be not really worth it. Still, I don't think I'll pick any, but... Oh, mechanic. +3 mechanics for 1 point? Sometimes I'll... Yeah, it's pretty amazing, actually. Some of these things that they're letting us be. I wonder what made them change their mind about doing this. 4 construction for 1 point? Wow. There's some pretty amazing stuff in here. These last ones are like really expensive. I was gonna press tab to switch to female survivor. Oh, so you start with slightly different stuff if you're... Huh. That's really interesting. Okay. It kind of makes this section like... Dang. Well, I gave myself extra points, so I guess it'll be fair if I, Oh, it actually puts a number there. I guess it's fair if I just put in points myself, because I gave myself extra points to begin with. Bashing weapons. They level up a little bit different, too. Before, it was like 1 point, 3 point. Hmm. Hmm. Solid swimming, tailoring. Yeah, they really upped those professions like quite a bit. Why are skills seem to be cheaper to level up too? It's kind of interesting. Wow, a lot of points. Don't want to level up stuff too much because it almost feels a little bit unfair now. There. I'll do. Huh. They made some big changes this time. Let's see, random names. First, McPrudent. Oh, if any of you guys know what Urst means, I've seen this name in a bunch of stuff. I've seen it in Dwarf Fortress. I've seen friends talking about it, and I'm seeing it now. Is this someone I should know about? Try another name. Brian Wright, Nicholas Russell, Dominic Roberts, William Barnes, Nicholas Collins, Josiah Anderson, Jaden Rivera, Kira Miller, Eddie Morris, Wayne A. Arthurton. That'll do. Doesn't seem like we're getting anything funny this time. Skills. So now there's the overview. Save this template, I guess. Call it derp. And go. Are you sure you're finished? Yes. Alright, so here we are. And that is 30 minutes in, so I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.